we get a year, and then the last year he goes out bad, and then people start to skew their opinions on how he was as a Liverpool player based on the last year. I want Virgil's last 2 years, I want Salah's last 2 years to be the best that they can possibly be, so they ride off into the sunset if it's time, and we go, wow, we've just lost 2 legends, but look how we send them off. We send them off with quads. That's what I want. And if you if we get, bro, all right, I'm gonna read this out to you, bro.
Go on, bro.
I'm a nerd in it. I'm a nerd, bro. I'll be the first to admit I'm a nerd, especially when it comes to this football stuff. Liverpool can potentially have 3 11s if we sign 3 players between now and the end of the window. So currently, starting 11 will be Alisson Becker, Frimpong, Konate, Virgil, Kirkes, Mac, Vert, Salah, Isak, and I'll say Gakpo or another. I say Gakpo. Second string 11: Mamadashvili, Bradley, Gomez, Guehi, Robbo, Sobo, Endo, Jones, Chiesa, Ekitike, and the new left winger or right winger.
Right.
Third team: Woodman in goal, Lucas Stevenson, Leone, Nallo, or Wellity Lucky, Chambers, Eamon, McConnell, Neone, Trent Kone, Doherty, Danz, and Rio. And you still got Will right there as well. Bro, the depth we have or will have if we sign those 2 or 3 players before the end of the window, I want us to compete in every single competition. In fact, I'll go as far as saying if we get knocked out early in the cups, I'll be pretty disgusted.
I would be if look, the only way I would accept it is only if we play against the top teams and they play their first team and we decide to rotate our team. Yeah. That's the only way I can go. Fair play to them. They wanted it. They wanted it to them. They decided to go with their first 11. Then they went with a rotate team. If we draw anyone else, bro, and we don't batter these, I'll be upset. Yo, I'm with you. I've seen what you guys have put in the chat in terms of Dave Cup. He just said exclusive. Liverpool hope to close the deal this week for Marc Guehi. He said Liverpool hoping to secure a signing of Marc Guehi this early as this week. Liverpool were initially hoping to pay around 30 million. A fee closer to 40 million total is expected with add-ons. And he said it's an exclusive right from Davo. So that for me, if that's the exclusive and he's getting that, that's fair enough. I'll take that. All right, so that's the centre back done. Now,
sorry, Ends.
Wow. Okay. What's wrong now, bro?
And Kunku looks like he might be going back to RB Leipzig. That could effectively change the situation for Harvey Elliott. Because I don't think Spurs are going in for him now. They're getting Eze. RB Leipzig, if they're getting Kunku, I'm going to go in for him, in my opinion. What does that mean?
Do you know what it is? I think
I'm good keeping Elliott, by the way.
Yeah, I think Liverpool found themselves in a position where they're trying to clear house, but then realize the scope of what they're doing because you can't change too much too quickly as well. So I think they've got to a position, maybe they wanted to kind of clear house with maybe a Harvey first and stuff like that, and then left Diaz on the back burner and stuff like that and wait. But because Diaz is gone, they've gone, I actually rate him more than I rate him. But if we've now sold him and sell him, who do we actually have left? And then who can we go and get? So I think with those guys, Harvey might find himself at Liverpool for next season as well.
And I'm good with that. Because I think him and Verts rotating in the 10 is absolutely fine.
Fair enough. What about the let's shift the conversation slightly, bro. What about the results over the big 3, the top 3, the 3-horse race? Most people think it will be. So Arsenal winning 1-0, City beating Wolves 4-0, and Liverpool obviously winning 4-2. Which one of the games did you go, okay? Or did you kind of expected all the teams to kind of win? Obviously, you would win, but the other two more importantly.
Yeah, I knew Wolves were going to get battered by Man City. Wolves are one of the teams I predict to go down this season. It's going to be a very, very tough season for Wolves, in my opinion. I expected us to beat Bournemouth. I didn't think we'd make it as hard as we did for ourselves, but I also knew it would be a walk in the park. And then for the Man United game, I had Arsenal winning, but I actually thought Arsenal would win by a bit of a wider margin.
I didn't think they would have. I actually thought Man United would have won that game.
Nah, midfield and defense, they're still light, man.
But
But
they played better than Arsenal, bro.
they did, and the referee really did bail them out, in my opinion.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Stonewall. That was a
Stonewall
Stonewall.
pen and the foul on the goalkeeper, which many said, nah, it's soft. Goalkeeper should have been as strong.
Grabbed
I'm
his
like,
arm. Grabbed
but
his arm.
he grabbed his arm and he backed into him. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't give that.
But do you know why I can? And this is why I have an issue with referees in football.
Yeah.
You see, if the goalkeeper had fallen down and thrown himself to the ground, you'd
Yeah.
have people going, "Oh, he fell over and made a meal of it." The goalkeeper stood up and was expecting a free kick, and he wasn't given one. So yeah, I hate the whole narrative of players going to ground easy and throwing themselves to the ground and all that, but they do it because of the environment that they're forced to play in. If how many times did we see Coutinho get fouled and he wouldn't go to the ground and the referee wouldn't give anything, but yet someone gets a little tap and they fall over and the ref gives it. The referees are the ones that can change this narrative. If you start giving the advantage, real advantage, to players who are actually taken out but try and continue, as opposed to players who are just looking for a free kick, then the whole thing will change over. One thing with Arsenal though, and I hate giving Arsenal praise because I just they're something else in it. They proved they could win ugly. And Man United at Old Trafford, first game of the season, is not an easy game. It's not an easy game at all. And yes, they got lucky. They rode their luck. Raya was excellent on the day as well.
Yeah.
But they still won in it. And for me, I've always said the first 10 games of a season, I don't really care about the performance too much as long as
You're right. The internet crack took Cal out. Let me know if Cal's frozen for you guys or is it me? Let me know, chat. Is it me or is it Cal? I said, nah, he's FSG. He's a part of the, he's a part of their team, so I don't think they would cut him off because of that. Yeah, they froze him up as well, man. Said put him in. He was about to say something wild in it. I'll wait for him to get back in and his internet sorts out. Yeah, nah, I don't think it is. But yeah, I'll give you guys a different spin on I think how I saw the Arsenal team and game, right? I feel like obviously they got a goal, which was wrongly awarded. I feel like Man United should have had a penalty as well. That should have been rightly given. So you got that. I think in transition, their midfield looked weak. The passes side to side, there's no real cutting edge within the team. And obviously you're playing against Man United, so it's a different shape. But what I don't want to do is give the same Man United loads of credit because a lot of teams will be like, well, or fans will say, Man United finished 15th last season. They're not a good team. Yes, they have added some quality players in the team in terms of the attack. So I think Cunha is a good player and Buemo is a good player. Pesco didn't play, but most I've seen online that people don't kind of rate the player in general. So that's the same team that finished 15th last season. So why is all of a sudden the Man United Arsenal game or Man United the more difficult team? Big up Cal. Or Man United the more like harder team to play on the weekend when we played against a Bournemouth team that was stronger than Man United last season. And even I know Wolves obviously just escaped and stuff, but even them at times look good apart from Man United last season. So a lot of Arsenal fans, and I heard Hooks as well. Big up to Hooks. But it felt like there was a lot of copium being said though. Oh, Gyökeres, they didn't really create chances for him and blah. So
do you think he was that bad? Yeah.
Listen, I don't think he's a bad player. And I agree with what you said. I think they should have got Benjamin Sesko and Gyökeres should have went to United. I think they suit those players better, the managers better in the teams.
Yeah.
But like, come on, man. How many times do we say that about our forwards? I'll get yourself in the game. Like, why are you waiting for man to create for you? And then even when I argue the case about, well, he only had 2 shots in the game, man, like, who cares? Didn't play well. So let's not create this soft mentality. Like, he's a top striker. He didn't come in being this unknown striker. He came in with the tag of one of the best marksmen in Europe.
Yeah,
like the amount of goals he scored, right? So get yourself in the game. This is not the first game he looked like that. It's not the second game. It's like 3 games where he's looked the exact same. Apart from the header that everyone tried to milk. Oh my God, I can't believe the run, and then he glanced. Okay. All right, bro. All right, calm down. I can't believe the glance. Like, He should do better, but at the same time, look, he has to get himself in the game a bit more. He can't just stand there. This is not Sporting anymore you're playing for. This is not where the team is built around creating for you. You have to go and make things happen for your team.
We don't say this about Haaland though. And I'm not putting him on Haaland's level.
It sounds like he was there.
No. But he's a very similar type of striker to Haaland in the sense of he's strictly there, in my opinion,